It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Commanders and the Panthers. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's Week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, Young. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mike Sandra still makes the play. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Young back to it after the pick. He's on the move. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
From the 32. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Commanders pick this one up.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the 2-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it, and man, he can also sling it. a quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Commanders will have a first. Out of the gun, Daniels. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the sack. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I just hear the sound, thud. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was third and extra long, and now it's fourth and forever.
So on fourth down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Young working from the gun. He's got time here. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And for the Commanders, a fifth defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And the Commanders get home. They drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything, and this defense just proved he couldn't.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Hand off to the back. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Daniels from the pistol. Looking slant route, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So now here's 3rd and 5. Play fake here, Daniels. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. The Carolina offense headed out now. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing from near his own goal line. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Tight end motioning right. On 3rd down, it's Young. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Young on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. You evade them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Dumps it off to his running back. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Brooks on the counter. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Finds Sanders. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Linky Luvu there for the tackle.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because then you hold the ball, and you hold the ball in this league, and you get sacked.
And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. So no return on that punt. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completed over the middle. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Now Daniels to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through, that's gonna back him up and bring up 4th down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be Panthers football.
Opposite, green, check, pink.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Young on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Play action now, Young. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Tight end in motion right. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Williams coming in motion right. Throwing on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
The good defenses in this league, every once in a while they could bait a quarterback into a throw. And you do that by having eyes on the quarterback. Getting to a good drop, forcing that check down, and they'd only just bait him into a completion, but they knocked him backwards after the catch.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Tight end in motion left. Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Simply put, Kate, I mean, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. Man, it'll be their football. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Brooks. And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. And it's the Panthers with only a yard to go here on 3rd down. Now it's Young. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
Fourth down, Young. They connect for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. He has the Carolina touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 3. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Throwing it just before halftime. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Browns with a strong performance as they get the win at home in the opener. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that game's gone to the half, all even at 10-10. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Daniels on 1st down. He gets this one to McLaurin. And this one doesn't go far. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Handoff now from the gun. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it up near the